Justin Watts. Kicks it off. Number 6, Corey Cox takes it. Has some room up the middle. And he's brought down short of the 30.
Corey Cox near the 30-yard line on the return. Giovanni Garcia, 82 with the tackle. Ball placed on the 20.
Number 7, Vitale leading the Vikings back onto the field here. It's number 20, Gabriel Watson now in at running back for the Vikings. Vitale in the pistol formation. Drops back, looking over the near sideline, looking deep to number 2, Prowess. Just overthrows him, and here comes the flag.
Incomplete, but there is a penalty flag.
There's also a flag way back here at the line of scrimmage. We'll have offsetting penalties here, as the original penalty was an illegal procedure going against the Vikings. Costly penalty there. We'll repeat first down.
A redo of first down.
Watson remains in at running back for the Vikings. They give it to Watson. Watson tries to find some running room over the middle. Looks like he got out to the 30, good for 2 on the play.
Colt Dowdy, number 9 with the tackle. Gain of 2 yards on the play to the 30. 2nd and 8.
Number 3, Miles Harrison subs in for Watson. Vitale drops back. Looking deep once again. This time it's number 8, Cameron Norfleet. And he's just overthrown.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 8,
Bringing up a 3rd and long for the Vikings offense.
3rd and 8 for the team in green.
Vitale splits out Harrison here to the near sideline in the backfield all by himself. Takes the snap. Drops back. Deep ball over the middle. Has a man open. And it's caught by number 20. Excuse me, number 16. Brandon Perilliat.
Kyle Blackman, number 25 with the tackle.
Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line.
Ball placed at the 36, 1st and 10 Vikes.
Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep to number 81, Monte Cabrera, and just overthrown.
Vitale's pass incomplete. Monte Cabrera, number 81, the intended receiver. I think that's the first time I've called his name wrong. It is. Keeping him under wraps. 2nd and 10.
Vitale has his man. It's number 8, Cameron Norfleet, brought down immediately.
Number 8, Cameron
Number 4,
Norfleet.
Jordan Henry. Good for a gain of
Jordan
6.
Hindi, number 4, with the tackle. Ball advances to the 30. Third and 4.
Vitale drops back. The ball was thrown in between a couple of Vikings, but it's hauled in by number 25, DeMario McKenzie, good enough for a first down.
Jordan Hindi, 4, with the tackle. That's a fight first down. Ball will be centered from the 24.
I can hear it because the other side just hear you. I don't hear you.
Number 3, Miles Harrison in at running back for the Vikings. Vitale, they give it to Harrison up the middle. No running room there as he's brought down.
Hand off to number 3, Miles Harrison. Masika, number 56, with the tackle.
Clock is ticking now. Under 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Put a quarter jar going here. I think we'll maybe up to like at least $100 by the time it ends the game. Yeah, exactly.
Looks like the Vikings will let the clock run out here as the play clock is a second faster than the game clock. First quarter ends as the College of San Mateo leads 10-0 over the home team, DVC Vikings.
Over DVC. It's lacrosse, boss. Tomorrow night, DVC and UC Santa Cruz, 7 p.m. That's the Vikes and the Banana Slugs. 7 o'clock.
It'll be 2nd and 10 to begin this second quarter here. Vitale looking at the far sideline, has a man open. Brought down by a host of Bulldogs after a gain of 5. Number 10, Demetrius Spears, credited with the catch.
Third and 6.
Just push that thing in. Back in at running back for the Vikings, number 20, Gabriel Watson. Vitale takes the snap. Pressure on the play by the middle of the D-line, and he's brought down. Mike Monga.
Mike Monga, 55.
Credited with the tackle, and the Vikings will bring on the kicking unit.
4th down, it is Prominence.
It's Prominence Akubwa Onwamika on to attempt the field goal. Holder is number 28, Deontay Malin. It'll be a 39-yard field goal attempt. Not before a timeout by the Bulldogs. It'll be their first of the half.
Takes a TO.
Prominence Akuboa Hanomika.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
The kick is blocked.
Give credit to number 24, Freddie Gaines of the Bulldogs for that block. First and 10, College of San Mateo.
27.
From the 27.
Number 1, Miles Kendrick leading the Bulldogs back onto the field. He drops back looking deep. Just overthrows his intended receiver, number 16, Anthony Mason.
Number 16, Anthony Mason. Second and 10.
Kendrick gives it off to number 18, Cameron Taylor. Taylor's brought down after a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7.
52, Kwaku Butu making the tackle. Gain of 3, 3rd and 7. Spot at the 30. Penalty flags before the snap.
It'll be a false start against the Bulldogs.
Start. The assessment is 5 yards. Third and 12. Ball at the 25.
Kendrick drops back. Has Johnson over the middle. Breaks his defenders. He's got an open field in front of him. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
75-yard touchdown play. Miles Kendrick to number 81, Rajay Johnson.
Justin Watts' extra point is off, and it is good.
21, Justin Watts through the pipes. College of San Mateo leading DVC 17-0. again, Justin Watts to kick off.
Number 21, Justin Watts, on to kickoff for the Bulldogs.
Corey Cox is 6 and number 28.
Deep men for the Vikings once again. Number 28, Deontay Malin, and number 6, Corey Cox. Watts' kick is off, and it's a good one. Cox takes it at the 5. Cox tries to bust it outside, makes a couple men miss, and he's brought down just short of the 30-yard line.
6, Corey Cox, trying to turn that left corner.
21 and 26 missed up.
Looks like the Bulldogs have an injured man down on the far sideline.
Jalil Lecky helping to make the tackle. Correction, number 26, Jamari Jackson in on the stop. Timeout on the field. Giovanni Norani, number 80, leading the field for CSM. Vikes will go 1st and 10 from their own 29.
Alright, yeah, let me know.
There's some kind of static sound.
Yeah, let me know. Number 12, Jared Hoyer on to quarterback the Vikings. He passes it off number 16, Brandon Perilliat. Good for a gain of 7 on the play.
His first pass complete.
12 is now on the tackle.
Bama, number 12, making the tackle. Who's the reception?
That's Lapelli Palu.
16 and 12 with tackle.
42 Lapelli Palu.
Making that reception.
Lapelli Palu on for the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. Number 3, Miles Harrison in at running back for the Vikings. They give it to Harrison. Harrison puts his head down and gets 1 on the play, bringing up a 3rd and short for the Vikings offense.
TJ Affetti, number 46, number 45, making the tackle.
You're right, Amy. You can go to the good guys and get new mic.
3rd and 2.
Vikings bring in number 20, Gabriel Watson, who's their big back.
Or you keep on correcting.
Hoyer drops back, has a receiver on the far sideline. It's number 2, Antoine Prowess. Past the sticks and good for a first down.
26 with the stop.
Jamari Jackson, 2-6 with the stop. Ball at the 41, 1st and 10.
I know why this sounds so weird. Jamari Jackson is who used to be our running back section. He played for CSM way back then.
Hoyer in pistol formation. Watson behind him. Hoyer dumps it off to number 14, Devin McDaniels, who is in the slot, and he's brought down after a gain of 5 on the play.
14 was Devin McDaniels. Dorzell Hicks, number 3, with the tackle. Pick up of 5, 2nd and 5. Ball at the 46.
Hoyer back in pistol formation.
Yeah, I'll even sing.
Yeah, there you go. No, promise not to sing. If you do,
Hoyer drops back, looking deep to number 16, Perilliat. There's a flag on the play.
That's incomplete, penalty flag.
Holding on the offense.
Amy, you're too young to be that bitter. Knock it off.
It'll be pass interference against the Bulldogs, giving the Vikings a first down.
Against the College of San Mateo. 15-yard assessment.
The ball will be spotted in Bulldog territory all the way down at the 39-yard line.
At the 39. First and 10 for the Vikes.
Amy, you have the rest of your life to be jaded. Don't start now.
Back in at running back for the Vikings, number 3, Miles Harrison.
Don't do it, Amy.
Next thing you know, you'll be up here with us.
Low snap, Hoyer picks it up. Looking for number 3, Miles Harrison. Low pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
Miles Harrison. 2nd and 10.
We have a penalty on the far sideline here.
Penalty flag.
He's in Vegas getting massages.
Sideline and fresh.
I'm playing golf, I swear I am. I was waiting for our tri-tip or our,
It's been a few years since Gabby did that for us.
I know, but usually at least with libations. That's what's like.
It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Bulldogs. Something happened there on the far sideline. That'll be a free 15 yards for the Vikings.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs.
The ball will be spotted all the way down inside the Bulldogs 25 at the 24.
Penalty advances the ball to the 24, 1st and 10.
The Vikings have something going here on this drive. They'll look to capitalize and put 7 on the board. Hoyer splits out his receiver Harrison to the near sideline. He's in the backfield all by himself. Hoyer takes the snap, and the play is called dead. Looked like a false start on the left side of the line. That is indeed the call. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Vikings.
False start, DVC. -5 on a transgression. 1st and 15.
Back in at running back for the Vikings, number 20, Gabriel Watson. Hoyer takes the snap, drops back, has early pressure. It's a screen pass to Watson. Watson's finally dragged down at the 20-yard line. Good for a gain of 9 on the play.
Colt Dowdy, number 9, with the tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 20-yard line.
Football on the 20, 2nd and 6.
Number 4, Kendall McNeil now making his first appearance at running back for the Vikings. He's out behind Hoyer in pistol formation. Hoyer takes the snap. Looking in the end zone to prowess. Just off his fingertips. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings, who look to sustain the drive. Hoyer splits out Harrison to the far sideline. Hoyer takes the snap. Looking over the middle to McNeil. Just over his head, but here comes a flag. The flag will no doubtedly be against the Bulldogs, and it will give the Vikings a new breath of life and a first down.
Two referees saw it.
First and goal from
It'll
the
be
6
first
for
and
DVC
goal for the
after a
Vikings
penalty.
at the 6-yard line.
First down.
Hoyer splits out Watson to the near sideline. Hoyer takes the snap. Looking over the middle to Watson. Hauls it in, but he might have lost a yard on the play.
Pass complete to number 20, Gabriel.
And he did. They're spotting the ball back near the 8-yard line.
Colt Dowdy, number 9 with the tackle. Loss of 2. Second and goal from the 8.
Harrison in the backfield with Hoyer. Hoyer drops back looking at the near sideline. Incomplete pass in the end zone. Couldn't find an open receiver. It'll be third and goal.
Pass was intended for number 8, Cameron Northley. Incomplete. Third and goal at the 8.
Hoyer takes the snap. Looking in the end zone. Has a receiver, and it bounces off his face mask. Couldn't have been better thrown. It'll bring up a fourth and goal for the Vikings. It was Antoine Prowess was the open receiver in the end zone who dropped the pass on that last play. It'll be fourth and goal from the 8. Hoyer takes the snap, pressure on the far side. He throws a jump ball in the end zone, and it's picked off by a Bulldog defender in the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Bulldogs will take over from there. Another promising drive for the Vikings stalls out inside the red zone with no points on the board for the Vikings.
Mateo takes over. They lead 17-0. 7 minutes left here in the first half.
Yep, touchback.
Bulldogs from their own 20.
Christine, since you're standing there alone in the end zone not doing anything, could you write this good guys? How about Ace Hardware? Anything.
Kendrick, pressure on the play by the Vikings D-line, and they bring him down. Loss of 5 on the play. Number 58, Brandon Fatale, credited with the sack.
Gets credit for the sack.
Ball will be spotted on the Bulldogs' 15-yard line.
Ball goes back to the 15-yard line. Second and 15.
Pre-snap penalty here, undoubtedly against the Bulldogs. It'll back them up 5, bringing them back to their own 10.
Ball start against the Bulldogs. Second after the 5-yard penalty.
You're up 17-0.
Kendrick keeps it himself. Then he pitches it out to Lene. Lene Latu gets out for a gain of 2 on the play.
Isaiah Suhagan making the stop. Gain of a couple.
It'll be 3rd and 18.
For the Bulldogs.
Kendrick takes the snap. Quick out pass. The number 81 Johnson can't haul it in. It'll be 4th down. And the punting unit will be taking the field for the Bulldogs. #21 Justin Watts back on to punt for the Bulldogs. Deep man number 6 Corey Cox for the Vikings.
Corey Cox is deep.
Watts gets a good kickoff. Cox takes it from his own 45. Stiff arms the first man, and he's brought down after a very short return.
31 and 24 stop.
Freddie Gaines, number 24, and 31, Manji Pomalatividal.
Yes, he screwed that up. You should see the look on the guy's face over there. You are so dead, man.
Corey didn't jump, did he?
Corey just went to you.
Ball at the 45.
Hoyer back in at quarterback for the Vikings with 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the half. Hoyer takes the snap, dumps it out to 16. Perilliat takes it out to midfield, good for a gain of 5.
Ruben Baker, 15 with the stop. Five-yard gain. Ball placed right at the 50-yard line.
Number 3 Miles Harrison in the backfield now for the Vikings. Hoyer, pressure on the play, looking deep, jump ball.
Second down pass.
Ball lands out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Vikings offense.
3rd and 5.
Number 20 Watson is in at running back for the Vikings. Hoyer takes a snap. Looking over the middle to Norfleet, off his fingertips, but he does draw a flag on the play. Ball should have been caught regardless, but he does draw a flag.
There is a penalty flag.
It'll be pass interference against the Bulldogs.
Pass interference against College of San Mateo.
Ball will be spotted at the Bulldogs' 35-yard line.
Ball progresses up to the 35 on the penalty. 1st and 10 Vikes.
Number 4 Kendall McNeil in at running back for the Vikings. They fake it to McNeil. Hoyer drops back. Over the middle. There's no one in the area, and it's dropped by a Bulldog defender. Lucky for the Vikings offense there. That ball was up for grabs.
Reception by number 8, George Roberson.
Number 3, Miles Harrison, back in at running back. Hoyer takes a snap. They bring a lot of pressure on the play. Hoyer gets it off, and it's batted down by a Bulldog defender. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the Bulldogs, 35-yard line.
Broken up by number 4, Jordan Hendy. 3rd and 10.
Hoyer takes the snap, jumps it over the middle to McNeil, but he can't haul it in. A lot of pressure on these last few plays by the Bulldogs D-line. Hoyer has no time to look downfield. It'll be 4th and 10. And the offense looks like they will remain on the field and go for it here.
Number 6 with that quarterback hurry. 4th down for DVC.
Such a veteran down over there. Yeah. Tell you.
Looks like the Vikings will take their first time out of the half and talk this next play over.
Takes their first time out.
She was afraid to talk. She wasn't sure what was going on. At the end of the season, she's like, I don't know what's going on. Just tell me. Now she's like, damn it, do this, do that.
Take a TO.
Come on. Trips right. Come on, damn it. Let's fake it, let's spread out, let's run through the A gap.
Working the sticks tonight, members of the DVC baseball team.
So is this your final game, or are you going to be back next year? Yeah, we'll be back. Why wouldn't be back next year? Yeah. Tucker's team run down to good guys. Do this, Mike. We'll pay the $100. You think I'm joking, right? I'm not joking. Hop in the car and tell her, you know, who's the other one? I'm bringing another one over. Let's go, CBC! You're my hero, Jason.
On this pivotal 4th and 10, Hoyer splits out his receiver to the far sideline. Hoyer takes the snap. Has a man over the middle. It's number 10, Demetrius Spears. Good for a first down. Ball will be spotted at the 16-yard line.
First down, DVC.
16.
Snap will be from the 16. Pickup of 17 yards. Pretty intelligent play there.
Good call, Amy. Did you call more of those, Amy?
You settled their nerves and everything.
Give her a dog, right? It's just, you just need that female voice coming through your head. So.
Hoyer, low snap, has to just dive on it. Smart play there, but it'll be a loss of 7 or 8 on the play.
Low snap. Loss on the play for the Vikes. How far back you going? 2nd and 18 now from the 24.
Hoyer splits out Harrison to the far sideline. Hoyer takes a snap.
Oh, God.
Looking for number 2. Prowess inside the 5. Can't haul it in. That'll be 3rd and 17.
Antoine Crow's number 2, the intended receiver. Incomplete. 3rd and 18.
Amy, if you get that raise, we'll all go in there with you. Christine, I think we all deserve a raise. What? That would take paperwork.
Hoyer takes the snap, looking over the middle to Pros once again. Can't haul it in off his fingertips. It'll be 4th and very long. Be interesting to see what the Vikings choose to do here.
Antoine Pros, number 2, the intended receiver. 4th down for DVC.
What would she do, Amy? Because I want to hear that last comment. Exactly. So it'll be like 3 or 4 years. Oh, I have your own. You're not here to
The offense will remain on the field for this 4th and very long.
We give it to John and Mike. You can save the money.
Hoyer takes the snap. Looking to the end zone. The ball is out of the back of the end zone. Vikings will turn the ball over once again as another drive stalls once they get into Bulldog territory.
Mateo at 2:29. They'll take over 1st and 10.
It's like the baseball coach says it, but it's we get credit for it, for school credit, and it counts as an internship.
Like we have the offensive coordinator in the stands.
Kendrick takes the snap, looking deep to Johnson, and a late flag comes in, undoubtedly against the Vikings.
Intended receiver, number 81, Rajay Johnson.
They're calling it out nice and bitch.
Offensive pass interference. We need a push off and a half. Unless our guy grabbed. Oh, our guy grabbed.
It will be pass interference against the Vikings, giving the Bulldogs a 1st down. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line.
Ball moves to the 39. 1st and 10 on the penalty.
Kendrick takes the snap. Scrambles up to the far sideline, and he's picked off! And he fumbles on the return, and it's recovered by the Bulldogs.
Interception by number 21.
Costly mistake there by number 21, Isaiah Sahagan.
Recovered by the Bulldogs. Timeout on the field.
Looks like there's an injured Bulldog down on the field. Injured man on the field is number 31, Mangi Polataivao.
High school.
36 team strip.
So you're out that way.
First game of DVC.
Yeah, people, they look at me funny when I say high school.
If I had to guess, I was going to say like he was like a linebacker or something.
Balls on the DVC 41.
I lost like stupid.
Bro. Kendrick gives it off to the running back, number 18, Cameron Taylor. He's brought down after a gain of 6 on the play.
Miles Johnston, 19 with the tackle. Second down.
Kendrick gives it off to Taylor once again. And a late flag comes in here in the area of holding. It will indeed be a hold against the Bulldogs. We will repeat second down.
Holding penalty against the Bulldogs. Ball retreats back to the 46 after the penalty.
The ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line.
Second and 15.
Kendrick scrambles out to the far sideline. Dumps it off to his receiver, Johnson, but there's another flag on the play.
Flag on the reception. Reception made by 81, Rajay Johnson. Personal foul penalty against the Vikings.
It'll be a personal foul against the Vikings there. Costly penalty will result in an automatic first down for the Bulldogs. The ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line.
First down.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off to Taylor up the middle. Can't find much running room. Good for a gain of 1. And another late flag coming in. Some extracurricular activities here. We'll have offsetting penalties here. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off to Taylor up the middle once again. Finds a little more running room this time as he gets out for good for enough for 4 yards.
Tyler McGregor at 9-5 on the stop. 3rd
Clock ticking under 30 seconds now. Kendrick drops back. Looking in the end zone to Johnson. Johnson goes up and gets it. Excuse me, it's intercepted by the Viking defender. It's number 24, Isaiah Creole Muskrat goes up and steals it from big number 81, Johnson.
Ball goes out to the 20-yard line. 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Vikes have it 1st and 10.
Number 12, Jared Hoyer back on to quarterback the Vikings offense here with 20 seconds remaining in the half. Hoyer drops back, looks over the middle to Pros on the far sideline, loses it out of bounds past midfield. Vikings will retain possession, but it looked like he had a whole lot of open field in front of him there. The clock is now at 11.2 seconds remaining in the half.
First and 10 at the 47 for the Vikes.
Timeout here by the Vikings.
Timeout taken by DVC. And they What's the trickle effect?
Do your Hank Stone impression.
47-yard line with 11 seconds remaining in the half. Hoyer drops back. Looking over the middle, number 8, Norfleet. It's completed, and he gets down. And the Vikings will use their last time out of the half and give it one more shot at the end zone.
Timeout, Vikes.
5.2 seconds remaining in the half.
Okay, now I'm not starting about there. Okay, now I'm sorry. Oh God, yeah. He was terrible. Oh, he was terrible. Oh God, Gabby was ready to kill him. Oh yeah. Because Gabby's like, would you get on a damn timer? You just cost us the game. You can't do that. God, it was bad. We were up here looking like, dude. Too many memories up here. We're two old guys.
Snap from the 25.
Oh, that would be, yeah, next year that's what you guys should do. That'd be hilarious. Two old guys in the theater.
Hoyer drops back. It's completed, number 8, Cameron Norfleet at the 10-yard line. There's 0.1 seconds remaining. The referee is indicating that it will go to halftime here. Vikings will not get another playoff. The half will end 17-0. Bulldogs lead over the Vikings.
First half ends with the score 17-0. Call it the San Mateo leading DVC.
Yeah, right.
That's probably what would have happened too.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, police services would like to ask all to stay off the football field during halftime. Thank you so much for your courtesy.
We'll remind him to walk right out. Yeah. Remember what the ref did? Oh, yeah.
Were you the one making the announcement?
Yeah.
The ref?
Here, wear the striped shirt. You'll be okay.
Good luck. So, what side are you on? That could work.
You're going the wrong way.
Don't tell me you can't find the hole. Oh, yeah.
Trying to go male on male there.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
I didn't know Dan was going to be here.
I don't listen to a lot of speaking of it, Fred.
You know, when you get guys, when my traffic alerts tell me don't go to San Mateo Bridge, go to Bay Bridge on Friday afternoon, you know the San Mateo Bridge, which is going to be 2.5 hours.
Fred, it's no big deal. I'm used to working along up here.
No, but I mean, that's why I was late. I mean, I took the Bay Bridge. I never take the Bay Bridge on Friday afternoon, and that was a fast route.
I know. I
You know
understand.
what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I understand, but I just want to let you know. I've been up here the whole season working by myself. It's no big deal. It just gets delayed. We just entered it in the morning. No big deal.
Now, what happened with the conference call? They asked.
They do have the staff person that day.
They didn't have one. They finally get to it.
Absolutely. He just couldn't be there that weekend, so they gave me a buzz and they asked me to do it. And I did it for him. And then I made a mistake.
Their password.
They made a
Because
mistake.
yours wouldn't work.
Right, because I can only do it. I go hold it, Dave. Silver Team took care of it.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't update anything because I couldn't get on their site.
Now, if you sent me the box, I could have posted it.
Fred, I'm not going to raise. I'm just phoned up, Dave. We're all good.
No,
We're
I'm just
golden.
saying if that ever happened. If you send me a box, I could post it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm not worried about it. Mr. Brown, you ready to go?
Let's hit it. Fred, you got the master statistician right here. He's the best in the state.
They're like on the fence of it.
Yeah, we'll just see if we get a bid.
It probably depends on the other team's record.
On the other teams, it also depends who's sponsoring or who. They want us to come down because they want to bid. Hey Fred, by the way, talk about the Casa game. I did leave you a message about the support on your cell phone. What? I did leave you a message on the Casa game on your cell phone. Right.
Back on the field, College of San Mateo and Diablo Valley College.
Gar told me potentially. He said the math looks good.
Who's this?
Direct quote. I don't know what that means. The math looks good.
I don't know if I lost my camera. I told my boys they're here. I told them to come home. I don't know, maybe. Is it? He said he would?
DVC will be kicking off to the Bulldogs.
Alright, good, for sure.
You gotta give him a requisition before we have Christine pay for his time.
Sure, wait till I'm getting paid.
No, I can't imagine. I take pay when I forget.
I'm gonna take first.
Hey, don't tell Shaka I got the Kit Kat. She gonna get mad. I get the dance.
17-0 our score. San Mateo leading DVC.
Bro, I thought it was a touchdown on the air. Touchdown for sure, didn't you? Remember the one over here? They picked it. I thought it was a touchdown at first.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, touchdown. And then
And it was against that 81.
yeah, it's raw. Yeah.
Johnson.
What do you think, though, bro?
16 and 17.
Yeah, actually, we did.
Saw a couple of scouts. San Diego State, Utah State.
Anthony Mason, number 16, one of the deep men, along with 17, Elijah Harper.
So, Amy, you ready for your last half of football for the year? Yeah.
On to start the second half, Prominence Akubwa on Mika on to kick off for the Vikings. Deep man for the Bulldogs, number 16, Anthony Mason.
Here's your pay raise.
Prominence kick is off, and it's a good one. Mason takes it inside the 5. He has room. Takes it up the far sideline. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line. There is a flag way back at the 30-yard line.
So we'll just count back to 12.
Oh, Jason sprayed his
Holiday bonus. Bob Cratchit, you shall only get one lump of coal for DVC.
I mean, he said he's not, but trainers don't play.
Maybe a hot dog.
They're not declaring him.
He couldn't put any pressure on it earlier.
Exactly.
They literally have a defensive
Dare you
line.
ask me?
But you can tell every time they get it.
Yes,
Yeah, yours D-line is raw.
Nah, I will decline.
You'll decline.
Penalty going against Mateo.
He was a national player of the week.
I am looking.
The 55 Mike Marvel,
I'm waiting
he's
for
my
Mike
height.
Cap to tell me what's
My
going on.
height just like hella too.
Yeah.
I
That's the highest. He's 250 and he flipped into his 320. I still remember as a
I don't know. Must have been offsetting.
like 340, 350 and then picked up.
Yeah, looks like it.
Looks like we're gonna have a re-kick here, folks. We didn't get a good signal by the white hat, but looks like the ball will be spotted at the 35, and we'll have a re-kick.
When I look at the referees report, I'll try to figure out what's happening. Hey, that's why you get to record at the end of the game, so that I can actually figure out what they did. Now, usually include your number, Amy, telling him she will track you down.
So Prominence Akubwa Anwamika will re-kick.
Exact. Well, when you're in Barcelona, you can basically phone them up and go, hey, I'm doing your job here.
The kick is off, and it's a low line drive. Bounces at the 10, picked up inside the 5. It's number 17, Elijah Harper. And he's stuffed near the 25-yard line. Bulldogs will start the half from there.
Number 17.
24 and 4 with the stop.
Give credit to number 24, Isaiah Creel Musgrave, along with number 4, Kendall McNeil, making the stop. Bulldogs go first and 10.
Number 1, Miles Kendrick, leading the Bulldogs back.
Snap comes from the 24 of DVC.
Kendrick takes a snap, gives it off to Taylor up the middle. Carrying defenders out near the 40.
35 and 58. Who's the ball carrier? 18.
Ball carrier was number 18, Cameron Taylor. He picks up the first down. Ball at the 39.
Ball will be spotted at the Bulldogs' 39-yard line.
Yeah, just keep on yelling out numbers. You always,
Officials timeout.
16, 31. There's pointed to 16.
Injured man downs, number 31, Jamel Rosales.
Player down is number 31, Jamel Rosales.
So we see you next year? Okay.
Freshman this year or sophomore?
I'm very sure freshman.
Okay, good for you. What's your major? What's your major? Rosales coming off the field.
You can, yeah. That's what usually they do. Like English and journalism here. The better journalism goes over to Tom Coster.
Oh, damn, you have to do it on the top, but don't fuck with it, just turn it.
From the 39, first and 10.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 39-yard line. Kendricks takes the snap, gives it off to Taylor up the middle, has some running room on the far sideline, and he's taken out of bounds past midfield. Looks like the ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line.
Jake Peralta, 32 with a stop. Ball is in fight territory, first and 10 again, Bulldogs.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off to Taylor once again, but he's met in the backfield.
This time for Cameron Taylor.
Looks like number 44, Jarek Kessler, disrupting the backfield there.
Kessler, 4-4 with a tackle. Second and 11, ball at the 49.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it up to Taylor once again, up the middle.
Again, it's 18, Cameron Taylor.
And he's body slammed by a Vikings defender. Not after a gain of 7 on the play.
Fubudu, 52, the tackle.
Number 52, Voodoo, credited with the body slam there. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Kendrick gives it off to Taylor up the middle. He's got plenty enough for the first down, and he's brought down at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Corey Cox, number 6, along with 32, Jake Peralta making a stop. Another Bulldog first down.
Kendrick takes a snap, gives it off to Linne. Linne trying to get the edge, stays in bounds. Looks like he stepped out near the 10-yard line.
Number 11, Linne Latu.
We have an injured Viking down on the far sideline. Try and get a number.
32 made the stop. Yeah, 32 made the stop. He's down.
Jake Peralta, 32, made the stop.
He's also the shaking player. Yeah.
He's also the shaken player on the field.
First down. 14. Looks like it, yeah.
Latu did carry the ball to the 14-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Bulldogs. Injured Vikings, number 32, Jake Peralta.
Ball on at 12:21 here in the third.
Kendrick takes the snap. Keeps it himself going up the far sideline, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on the play.
Kendrick Miles, 44 with the stop. Stop made by number 44, Jared Kessler.
Ball will be spotted at the 9-yard line. Kendrick takes the snap again. Gives it off to Taylor this time. Makes the first man miss. He's close to the first down marker. Looks to be just a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 6-yard line. Kendrick takes the snap. Gives it off to Taylor up the middle, and he walks in for a Bulldog touchdown.
Into the end zone. Number 18, touchdown, Cameron Taylor. Six-yard score, Cameron Taylor.
On to kick for the Bulldogs, number 21, Justin Watts. Watts' kick is off, and it is good, bringing the Bulldogs lead to 24-0 over the home team.
At 11-11 here in the third, 24-0. College of San Mateo leading DVC. Don't forget, tomorrow night, lacrosse here at DVC. Mike's hosting UC Santa Cruz. Game time 7.
Watts on to kick off for the Bulldogs. Watts' kick is off. And it's fielded by Malin at the 10-yard line. Makes a couple men miss before he's brought out of bounds. He's still on his feet. Malin still on his feet, finally brought down at the 30. Just when you thought he was going to be brought down, he bounced it out. Vitale on the quarterback for the Vikings. Sharing the backfield with him is number 3, Miles Harrison. Vitale drops back, dumps it out to number 8, Cameron Norfleet. Good for a gain of 3. Vitale back in pistol formation. Vitale takes the snap, pitches it off to Harrison. Harrison makes a couple men miss. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Vikings offense. Vitale back in pistol formation. Vitale takes the snap. Looks to the far sideline, finds his man. It's number 16, Brandon Perilliat. Looks like the far referee is signaling he bobbled it, and it will be ruled an incomplete pass. Unfortunate for the Vikings. It'll bring up a 4th down. Looks like the Vikings will elect to bring on the punt team. It's number 39, Prominence Akubwa Onwamika on to punt for the Vikings. Deep man for the Bulldogs, number 16, Anthony Mason. The punt is off, and it's a sky kick fielded by Mason at the 26-yard line, and the Bulldogs will start the possession from there.
First and 10 at the 27 for the College of San Mateo.
Number 1, Miles Kendrick leading the Bulldogs offense back onto the field.
9-12, baby. On the clock, 9-12. Thank you.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off to number 11, Linné. Linné up the far sideline, good enough for a 1st down.
Left-hand side, number 11, Linné Alatu.
52 with the stop.
Kwaku Budu credited with the tackle.
First down for the Bulldogs.
Kendrick keeps it himself. Wrong decision as he's brought down in the backfield. Number 58, Brandon Fatalale in the backfield with some disruption. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to run the play clock down each time. Run some clock off. Kendrick takes the snap. Gives it off to Taylor up the middle. Has no room. Brought down by number 95, Tyler McGregor. It'll be 3rd and long for the Bulldogs offense.
Tyler McGregor, 95 with the tackle. No gain on the play. 3rd and 13.
Kendrick drops back. Looking for an open receiver. Elects to run it himself now. He has room. He has a 1st down. Cuts it back across, and he's brought down by Deontay Malin. Good run by Kendrick, giving the Bulldogs a 1st down.
By number 28, Deontay Malin. Miles Kendrick with the run.
There's an injured Viking down on the field. Looks to be Deontay Malin who made that tackle there. Good to see Deontay Malin walk off on his own power. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs offense at the 45-yard line. Kendrick drops back. Looking deep, has an open man. It's Lene. Lene scores the touchdown for the Bulldogs. Lene Latu wide open across the middle of the field, bringing the Bulldogs lead 30-0.
By number 21, Justin Watts is true.
The Bulldogs lead now stands 31-0 over the Vikings.
At 7:17 here in the 3rd. 31-0. Bulldogs leading the Vikings.
Justin Watts on to kick off for the Bulldogs once again. Deep men for the Vikings, number 2, Antoine Prose, and number 6, Corey Cox.
Antoine Prose, number 2, is deep along with 6, Corey Cox.
Watts' kick is off. And it's fielded by Pros at the 5-yard line. Pros looking for some running room, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Vitale back on to quarterback the Vikings offense here, looking to sustain a drive and get some points on the board.
QB once again is number 7, Matt Vitale. Snap will be from the 20. Sorry.
Go ahead, Amy.
In the backfield with Vitale is number 20, Gabriel Watson. Vitale drops back, looking deep to Norfleet. Norfleet drops the ball. A lot of contact there by the DB. No flag. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Vitale splits out the running back to the far sideline. He's now in the backfield by himself. Vitale takes the snap. Looking for a receiver over the middle. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag in the defensive backfield. We've got holding against the defense.
Holding is the penalty.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Vikings. Excuse me, a 10-yard penalty.
10-yard assessment, 1st and 10 for DVC. Ball at the 30.
Always looking out for your Reese.
Vitale back in pistol formation. Watson behind him. Vitale drops back, dumps it off to number 81, Monte Cabrera, who drops the pass here on the near sideline.
Incomplete, intended for 81, Monte Cabrera.
I tell you, you start running the scoreboard, Amy, and the world just revolves around you. Just go to those 49er games and go, excuse me, get out.
3rd and 10.
Let me show you how it's done.
Vitale back in pistol formation. Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep to Norfleet. Excuse me, it's Pros. Pros beats the defender, and he's brought down at the 15-yard line. Big play by number 2, Antoine Pros. Ball will be spotted at the 12-yard line.
58-yard catch. Spikes have it. 12-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Watson in the backfield with Vitale. Vitale takes the snap. Pressure. He chooses to run it himself, and he's brought down near the 5-yard line.
Vitale keeping it near the 5. Dorzell Hicks, number 3, with the tackle of Vitale. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Ball is on the 6.
Ball is spotted on the 6-yard line for the Vikings. Vitale takes the snap. Outside pressure by the Bulldogs. He was brought down prior to the pass. It'll be credited a sack for the Bulldogs.
Brought down by number 45,
Ball will be spotted at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. Vikings can get a first down. Line to gain is at the 3-yard line. Vitale back in pistol formation. Watson behind him. Vitale takes the snap. Scrambles out the near sideline. Has a receiver in the end zone. And he's overthrown. Intended receiver was number 2, Antoine Prose, bringing up a 4th and 10.
Pass intended for Prose, number 2. 4th down.
We've got a sideline warning flag on the far sideline. A warning here. Another flag will result in yardage for the Vikings. Number 3, Miles Harrison, in now at running back for the Vikings. Vitale takes the snap. Scrambles out to the far sideline. He has open Miles Harrison in the end zone. Jump ball, and it's broken up by a Bulldog defender in the end zone. Vikings will turn the ball over once again. A drive stalls once they get into the red zone.
Makia Blackman, correction, number 26, Jamari Jackson with the defense. First down for San Mateo.
Number 1, Miles Kendrick back into quarterback for the Bulldogs. He gives it off to his running back, who has some room up the middle. Looks to be number 28, Jerome Holloway, getting his first carry of the ball game. Good for a gain of 7 on the play.
So Hagan, 21 the tackle. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Kendrick takes a snap. Gives it off once again to Holloway.
Again testing the line, 28, Jerome Holloway.
Holloway's got enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Charles Lee, 51 the stop.
She's angry.
Kendrick back in pistol formation. Kendrick takes a snap, gives it off to the up man this time. It's number 16, Anthony Mason, and he's brought down after a gain of 5 on the sweep play.
Jared Kessler, 4-4. He makes the tackle.
28. Gain of 5.
Ball set on the 28, gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Kendrick gives it off to Holloway. Holloway tries to stiff arm the defender, but he's dragged down by number 6, Corey Cox.
Getting the handoff, 28, Jerome Holloway.
Looks to be 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bulldogs.
30. Gain of 3. 3rd and 1.
Kendrick takes the snap, pitches it off to Holloway. Holloway has some room on the far sideline, and he's brought down near midfield. There is a penalty flag on the far sideline.
28 run, 2 stop. That is 2, right? Hold on. I know, but I just want to see. Yeah, that's 2. Because we don't have more DBs.
It is a holding going against the Bulldogs.
Pros. Penalty.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Penalty flag.
Ball will be spotted.
White hat, see what the penalty was?
Looks to be at the 26-yard line. will repeat third down. Looks to be an injured Bulldog on the far side of the field.
No, he's on the sideline. You can't have.
We'll have a stoppage in time. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs here. Kendrick takes a snap. Looks like he has a free play as it's an offsides on the Vikings. And he has his man, number 16, Anthony Mason. Good for the first down. The offside penalty against the Vikings will be declined. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 36-yard line.
Offsides was the penalty, declined. Bulldogs pick up the first down, ball on the 36.
Kendrick looking for his man over the middle. It's number 12, bobbles it, but eventually comes down with it, and he's dragged down at the 30-yard line. Number 12, Viray. Number 12, Viray, credited with the catch on that play. Good for 30 yards.
30-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
New quarterback coming in is number 2, Kamali Akina.
Kamali Akina, number 2, the new quarterback.
Akina gives it off to Mason. Mason has some trouble with it, and he's dragged down in the backfield for a loss of 4 on the play.
Anthony Mason, the ball carrier.
51-21.
Charles Lee, 51, helping to make the stop.
Akina in pistol formation. Taylor behind him. Akina takes the snap, pitches it off to Taylor. Taylor has open field in front of him. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown.
34-yard score. Cameron Taylor, 6 points.
Bulldogs lead now up to 37-0 over the Vikings, pending the PAT. Number 21, Justin Watts, on to attempt the PAT for the Bulldogs.
No Matlock and cream juice for you later.
Watts' kick is off, and it is good, bringing the lead 38-0. That 20-yard scamper by Taylor was his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
2 seconds remaining in the 3rd. 38-0. College of San Mateo leading DVC.
48.2 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Vikings will look to muster some type of offense here, get some points on the board. Number 21, Justin Wants on to kick off for the Bulldogs. Deep men for the Vikings, number 6, Corey Cox, and number 2, Antoine Prose. Watts' kick is off. And it's fielded by Prose at the 15-yard line. Prose bounces it outside, trips on his own feet, and he's brought down near the 30-yard line.
That was 13.
Short return from number 2, Antoine
No,
Prose.
I made a mistake. It was 6. Correction, 6.
Jalil Lecky, number 6 with the tackle.
No, 6 got the carry.
Number 7, Matt Vitale, coming back on for the Vikings.
6 got the ball. 13 got the tackle.
So it was Corey Cox that got the ball.
Yeah.
Corey Cox on the return, number 6 on this correction. Who made the tackle?
Number 13.
The tackle was made by number 13.
Pistol formation for Vitale, number 20, Gabriel Watson behind him.
Balls at 27 for Amy. Stadler and God, I can't remember the other guy's name.
Vitale drops back. Pressure on the play. Elects to run it himself.
Just don't get hurt. Don't get hurt.
Makes a couple men miss. Takes it out of bounds smartly.
Tally going out of bounds.
Looks to be good for about 9 on the play.
Every time I see that kid run, I'm just like, for God's sakes, please go down. I just don't want you to get hurt, buddy. Just go down.
Small guy. He's taking some hits there.
I know. He's taking some hits.
They gave Vitale the first down on that last run.
Snap from the 37.
He has a gun for an arm. Just like I said, just every time he runs, I get scared of him. Just don't get hit.
Clock now ticking at 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Vitale takes the snap. Dumps it off to number 16, Brandon Periliak. Good for a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter as your Vikings trail 38-0 over the visiting Bulldogs.
Hicks, number 13. That's the end of the quarter. 38-0. Bulldogs over the Vikes.
It'll be 2nd and 5 to start off this fourth quarter here. Vitale sharing the backfield with number 20, Gabriel Watson. Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep for Prose. Prose gets it. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. On to attempt the PAT for the Vikings, number 39, Prominence Akubwa Onwamika. Number 28, Deontay Malin will be the holder. Prominence kick is off, and it's good. Vikings cut into the lead. Bulldogs now lead 38-7.
Akubwa Onwamika is good. Score 38-7. San Mateo and DVC.
Prominence Akubwa Onwamika on to kickoff for the Vikings. Deep men for the Bulldogs, number 16, Anthony Mason, and number 13, Jalen Hicks.
Jalen Hicks 13, 16. Anthony Mason for the Bulldogs. They're the two deep men.
The kick is off, and it's a boot. Fielded at the goal line by number 13. Bounces it outside, has some open field, cuts it back in, and he's brought down by number 28, Deontay Malin near midfield.
Brought down by number 28, Deontay Malin.
Number 2, Kamali Akina back into quarterback the Bulldogs.
First and 10, 47-yard line, Mateo.
Akina gives it off to the running back who has some room. It's number 84,
Handoff went to number 84.
Raymond Sanders. Sanders first carry of the game, good for 11, first down Bulldogs.
It's a first down for the Bulldogs. From the 41.
Maybe you got 41? Whatever you think.
Akana keeps it himself. Right up the gut, good for a gain of 7 on the play.
5'8"
Josh Ramirez, number 5.
Number 5, Josh Ramirez, credited with the tackle.
Correction, number 58, Brandon Fatalade. Gain of 6.
Akina takes the snap, gives it off to Sanders. Sanders brought down after a gain of 6. Good enough for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Sanders, 84.
51 with the stop.
Charles Lee, number 50, won the tackle. First down pickup, clock moving.
Akina takes the snap, pitches it off to Sanders. Trouble on the pitch. The ball is on the ground. Sanders dives on it. Big loss on the play for the Bulldogs. Ball will be spotted at their own 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Ramon Sanders.
No tackles, just fell in.
Loss of
11.
Loss of 11 on the play, 2nd and 21.
Akina takes the snap, drops back, looking deep, has a man. Can't be brought down by the intended receiver. Pass intended for number 17, Elijah Harper.
Elijah
It'll be third and very long for the Bulldogs.
Antoine Crows, number 2, with the coverage.
Thanks for all your help. No problem, man. I'll see you next
Yeah,
year.
thank you very much, Corey. Good luck to you.
Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, thank you so much, though. Third and 21.
It'll be third and 20 for the Bulldogs from their own 40. Keena takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle, has his man. It's number 16, Anthony Mason, and he's very close to the first down marker.
Number 16, Anthony Mason.
Looks like he's got enough for a first down. Big play by the Bulldogs offense.
It's a Bulldog first down.
Ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line for the Bulldogs. Quick to the line are the Bulldogs. Akina takes the snap, gives it off to Sanders up the middle, makes the first man miss, bounces it outside near the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown run, 84, Raymond Sanders.
Bulldogs lead 44-7 over the Vikings. PAT pending. No. Yeah. Number 21, Justin Watts, on to attempt the PAT for the Bulldogs. Watts' kick is off. And it's good.
21, Justin Watts.
Bulldogs lead 45-7 over the Vikings.
At 12:31 here in the fourth, 45-7. Mateo over the Vikings. Justin Watts to kick off once again. Corey Cox is deep.
Number 21, Justin Watts, on to kickoff for the Bulldogs. Watts' kick is off. It's a low line drive. Picked up by one of the Vikings up man. It's big number 76, and he's brought down at the 25.
Nick Beckler, number 76, on the short return. Down by 6. Credit the tackle to number 6, Jalil Lecky.
Number 7, Matt Vitale, back on to quarterback the Vikings.
Vikes will start from their own 25 with the first and 10.
Back in at running backs, number 3, Miles Harrison.
He's blowing his man one-on-one. Now they're playing zone.
Bowl game starting next week.
All of them. Well, yeah.
Vitale takes the snap, dumps it off to Perilliat on the near sideline, and he's met
Pass complete.
by a Bulldogs defender.
Brendan Perilliat.
Looks to be number 13, Jalen Hicks, credited with the tackle.
Jalen Hicks with the big hit. He's number 13. Gain of 3. Correction, gain of 4, second and 6.
Vitale back in his pistol formation. Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep to Perilliat. Perilliat can't hang on to it, but there is a flag coming in on the near sideline. Looks to go against the Bulldogs. We'll await the White Hats call to make it official. It's a holding going against the Bulldogs. It'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down for the Vikings. Ball will be spotted at their Vikings 39-yard line.
Holding was the call. Ball set on the 39.
Vitale takes the snap, dumps it off to number 8, Cameron Norfleet. Brought down immediately after a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Vitale and the Vikings offense.
Number 42 with the tackle. That's why Corey left. Second and 5.
Vitale back in pistol formation. Harrison behind him. Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep to number 81, Monte Cabrera. Good for a gain of 20 on the play. Big receiver number 81, Monte Cabrera, making an impact on the game here. There is a penalty here back near the line of scrimmage. We'll await the call. It's a personal foul going against the Bulldogs, roughing the passer. Add on 15 to the end of the catch. First down, Vikings. Ball will be spotted all the way down at the Bulldogs' 22-yard line.
Ball at the 22-yard line of San Mateo. 1st and 10.
Vitale sharing the backfield with number 3, Miles Harrison. Vitale drops back. Pressure on the play by the Bulldogs D-line. Good block by number 50. Springs Vitale, who scrambles out of bounds for a gain of 3 on the play. Number 50, Troy DeCure, springing that run by Vitale there.
Second and 8, ball at the 20.
I feel the same way about him. I like Matt. He's a nice guy.
I want him to stay upright and not be killed. Exactly. He needs to go back home to Philadelphia at some point in one piece.
Vitale drops back, has his man on the far sideline. It's Perilliat, just short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Vitale and the Vikings offense here. Vitale takes the snap. Looking to the near sideline. Has his man. It's number 8, Cameron Norfleet. Good for a first down. 1st and goal, Vikings. Ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line. Vitale in pistol formation. Vitale takes the snap. Looking in the end zone. Has some running room. Throws it back wide open. Number 3, Miles Harrison, wide open in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Number 39, Prominence Akubwa onto Mika onto attempt the PAT for the Vikings. Holders, number 28, Deontay Malin. Prominence kick is off. And it's good. Bulldogs lead the Vikings 45-14.
Here in the fourth, 45-14. San Mateo and DVC.
Number 39, Prominence Akubwa onto Mika on the kickoff for the Vikings. Deep men for the Bulldogs, number 16, Anthony Mason, number 13, Jalen Hicks.
Anthony Mason, 13 and 16.
Prominence kick is off. It's a low line drive. Fielded by Hicks inside the 10-yard line. Hicks looking for some running room. Finally brought down out past the 35-yard line. Looks to be spotted at the 38. We got some extracurricular activities going on after the play. Number 2, Kamali Akina back into quarterback the Bulldogs. Akina gives it off to Sanders. Sanders finds no running room on the play, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Sean Basima, 41. He helps to make the tackle. Also in for the stop, 95, Tyler McGregor.
Akina gives it off to Sanders up the middle, and he's met by a linebacker.
Miles Johnston, 19. Wraps him up.
It'll be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Akina, low snap, picked up by Sanders. There's flags on either side of the field here. Looks to go against the Bulldogs. We'll await the call.
Offside penalty against the Vikes.
It's offsides against the Vikings, giving the Bulldogs a first down with the penalty yardage.
Gives the Bulldogs a first down, ball on the 49.
Ball is spotted on the Bulldog side of the field at the 49-yard line. Aquina takes the snap, gives it off to Sanders up the middle. Had some running room. Brought down viciously at the end of the play by number 19, Miles Johnston.
30 and 19.
Ronnie Preston, number 30 and 19.
It'll be second and very short for the Bulldogs.
They make the stop. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1.
Aquina gives it off to Sanders once again. Flag comes in from the umpire in the area of holding. Early signal is just that, holding against the Bulldogs. It'll back them up and repeat second down.
Holding penalty going against San Mateo.
Now you gotta be thinking about this. You can hear that lady.
It'll be 2nd and 12
Yards from the spot.
for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 12.
Aquina takes the snap. Keeps it himself up the middle. Has some room. Finally brought down. Looks to be 2 yards short of the first down.
Keeping the ball.
Yeah, sweet. Stop.
Deontay Malin, the tackle. At the 42, 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 2 for Aquina and the Bulldogs offense here in Vikings territory. Aquina takes the snap, gives it off to Sanders. Sanders dragged down, but not after he got the first down.
84, fighting for the first.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Number 40, Andrew Perez. Bulldogs pick up that first.
Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line of the Vikes.
Bulldogs seem to be happy to milk the clock here, run it down as far as possible on each play. Aquina gives it off to Sanders. Sanders gets about 3 on the play before he's brought down by a host of Vikings.
Ronnie Preston, 3-0 with the tackle.
Amy got 37 or 38 on that.
From the 38.
Aquina takes a snap. It's a low one. Keeps it himself. Wrong decision as he's dragged down in the backfield. But a late flag comes in. 2 flags come in.
Carrying the ball is Aquina.
Aquina is staying on the ground here. Looks to be injured.
No, it was going the run. He just didn't see him and just got down. The question is, I get toss him out or hit.
will resume play with the 1st and 10 from the 30 as Kendrick gives it off to Sanders. Another flag on the play. I'm trying to get that ass straight. Penalty will go against the Bulldogs.
A redo of 1st down. This time it'll be from the 35 after the penalty.
It'll be a 1st and 20 as we repeat the down after the holding call. Kendrick gives it off to Sanders, who takes it up the middle, bounces it out. Finally corralled in by number 28, Deontay Malin. Gain of 15 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 5.
Gain of nearly 15 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off once again to Sanders, who gets skinny and gets through the hole, brought down near the 5-yard line.
First down pickup.
Ball is spotted on the 7-yard line. Bulldogs knocking on the door of another score here. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Kendrick takes the snap, gives it off to Saunders, and he's met immediately in the backfield by number 45, Dejon Stewart.
Brandon Fatalane, 58. Also in for the stop, 45, Dejon Stewart.
9 or 10.
Loss of 2. 2nd and goal from the 9.
Kendrick gives it off to number 14, John Keller. Keller looking for some running room, and he's finally tackled out of bounds near the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs.
Antoine Pros with the push out. No gain on the play.
It's 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
From the 9.
Kendrick gives it off to Sanders. Sanders looks to get inside the 5-yard line, but no further before he's brought down by a host of defenders. It'll be 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
Leading the charge was number 45, Dejon Stewart. 4th and goal at the 5.
Clock now ticking at 1:10 remaining in the ball game. Timeout Bulldogs, their first of the half.
Timeout. CSM.
Clock stops with 53.7 seconds remaining in the ball game.
14. Bulldogs over the Vikes. Your game that you're going to host, the bowl game that you're going to host.
CSM will, here's the, it's a CSM will host a 1st round state playoff game
DVC with the opportunity to go to a bowl game. To be determined.
They gonna score before the game over. They gonna make it 50. They gonna make it 50. They gonna make it 52.
Looks like the Bulldogs will keep their offense on the field for this 4th and goal here.
4th and goal.
Kendrick elects to take a knee. Good sportsmanship by the Bulldogs. They will turn it over. They will turn the ball over at the 10-yard line. Vikings will take the field with 52 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pick six.
Vikings go on the offense with 52 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Vitale back in at quarterback for the Vikings. Watson split out behind him in pistol formation. Vitale drops back. Looking for a receiver downfield. Has an open man in the flat. It's number 16, Brandon Perilliat.
Reception made by number 16, Brandon Perilliat. Back to Tally with a pass. Peterloo Martin, number 30, pushes him out of bounds.
Ball is spotted at the 23-yard line.
First down for DVC.
Well, the coach put 60 on the over-under, so he has to score another point to make sure we get the points. Because he ran out of bounds.
Vitale takes the snap. Looking Perilliat's way once again. Catches it, gets enough for the first down, then smartly gets out of bounds.
Brandon Perilliat, another reception. Ball moves to the 34.
Just to annoy your friend.
First and 10.
You didn't really want to get back home anytime soon, did you? No. Okay.
I'll get back with her. I got it.
That'll keep me at home, right?
Vitale drops back. Dumps it out to number 2, Pros. Pros makes the first man miss. And he gets out of bounds
Reception by number
near
10,
midfield. Good enough for another Vikings first down.
42.
He goes out of bounds. Vikes pick up another first. The ball will be centered from the 48-yard line. 33 seconds remaining.
Give him 33 seconds to go again. Put Montana.
Vitale drops back. Pre-snap penalty on the play, undoubtedly against the Vikings.
92 just kicked 77. Yeah, I was about to say, did anybody see that?
Way over there is a penalty flag.
I know, but the ref didn't see the 92 kicking 77. You saw that, Amy, didn't you?
It's a false start going against the Vikings. Back them up 5, first and 15 with 31 seconds remaining in the ball game.
76 for us, or
No, 92 kicked 77 in the head. I think the guy was down at his knee, and the guy just kicked him in the head. I was laughing.
Ref probably seen it, but
None of the referees took a look at that. I was like, jeez.
Watson in at running back for the Vikings. Vitale takes the snap, drops back, looking deep. Has a receiver, looks to make a one-handed grab, can't come down with it. 2nd and 15 Vikings.
intended receiver was number 8, Cameron Norfleet. Incomplete.
30 on the coverage.
Kindaloo Martin, number 30 on the coverage.
Vitale back in pistol formation. Another pre-snap penalty going against the Vikings way. It'll now be 2nd and 20 for the Vikings offense.
72, 77 is doing something.
DVC.
74. Oh, they're definitely way out. 74 and 77, they're basically not taking what's going on down there. 42 and 95 having a running conversation. False start again.
False start penalty against the Vikes. 2nd and 20.
That'll be 2nd and 20 for Vitale and the Vikings offense here with 26 seconds remaining in the ball game. Vitale takes the snap. Looking deep to Perilliat. Perilliat comes down with it and gets out of bounds. Perilliat's the popular receiver here on this late drive.
First down, DVC.
They have the third string out there.
Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Placed at the 36. 22 seconds remaining.
We went over under 60. DZ scores, I lose by under 60.
Vitale takes the snap, loses the ball, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs defensive line, and that'll be the ball game, folks.
Recovered by the College of San Mateo.
Vitale lost the ball and trying to throw it, slipped out of his hands. Fitting way to end this ball game. With 14.9 seconds remaining, the Bulldogs will undoubtedly take a knee and end the ball game.
CSM ball, 49-yard line on the first down. Less than 15 ticks remaining.
Number 1, Miles Kendrick in at quarterback. While we got the time, please subscribe to Watch DVC Sports if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers. All right, we're trying to hit 200 subscribers. They take a knee. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Final of this ball game is 45-14. Bulldogs over the Vikings.
Final score, College of San Mateo, 45. Diablo Valley College, 14. On the season, CSM, 5.